Hi students, how are you? I am your teacher as we are here. I hope you will find in your homes during corona pandemic days. Let's start learning online. I will start from the topic that I have just completed in the last classroom, and that was the multiplier. So in continuation of that topic, today I am going to discuss the super multiplier. Super multiplier. So in the class we discussed consumption's multiplier, and we derived it, defined it, and we also discussed it with the help of a table. But for your information, I just again writing the formula. The multiplier or the consumption multiplier, if we represent them with the help of k, just we are saying that k, it was equals to 1 over 1 minus mpc. That is equals to 1 over mps, because we know that marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save, sum is always is equals to 1. So what was the multiplier? Multiplier basically, by definition, if I say here, that is equals to change in GDP due to change in spending. Change in GDP due to change in spending, and this spending may be consumption, this may be investment, this may be or export multiplier or foreign trade multiplier in case. So by definition we can say that a change in spending, it may be consumption or investment, ultimately changes output by more than the initial change in investment spending, consumption spending, or foreign trade spending. So this is called the multiplier effect. Simply we can say that by increasing consumptions or investment, income will change by multiple times. So this is called the multiplier. Today we will discuss the term super multiplier. Super multiplier basically shows the impact of both induced consumptions and induced investment on output. That's why we call it the super multiplier. It means we will see one, the induced consumptions, and second will be the induced investment. The cumulative effect of induced consumptions and induced investment on output or income or GDP is called super multiplier, and usually the value of super multiplier will be greater than the value of k or simple multiplier. The concept of super multiplier firstly used by Hicks. Basically, Hicks was the person that used the term super multiplier in explaining his business cycle theory. So let's we see how it's work. We know that investment basically is of two types. One is the we can say that the autonomous investment, and we say that that is equals to IA, and other is the induced investment, and for simplicity we represented by IP or planned investment, you can also say that. So what happens, how the process of multiplier originates or start. So just I graph it in a diagram, and then I explain it. So here x-axis origin, y-axis. At x-axis we say that output, and here at y-axis we say it is spending, and spending may be consumptions, investment, or any other component of consumptions. So if we graph the investment, so it means autonomous investment or I naught, basically it does not depends upon the level of output or income, and when autonomous investment increase, that will increase the income, and basically due to initial increase in income, induced investment will increase due to marginal propensity to investment. So what the induced investment curve looks like, it will start from the origin and it will looks like this, and we say that that is the IP. How it happened? Increase in autonomous investment causes the income to increase, and initial increase in income causes the induced investment to increase due to marginal propensity to investment. So summing add back the induced investment and autonomous investment, we get another similar curve, that is called the total investment, or simply that we have graphed here. So income increase, investment increase due to MPI. So the increase in income indicates a condition of growing economic activities. Business community perceive that increase in income as a positive incentive to increase the further investment, and increase in income will also affect consumptions via marginal propensity to consume. So induced investment and induced consumptions produce further increase in income, and these increase in income will still induce or motivate more investment and more consumption spending, and this process continues until a new equilibrium is established. So we see that how the process of super multiplier works. So background the process, we just take some assumptions. So first assumption is that we are assuming that the economy is operating below the full employment. First assumptions, economy is operating below the full employment. It means there are some unemployed resources in the production system, in the economic system. And second assumption is that price level is more or less constant. It means we can see that the inflation is almost same or constant, you can say that. So in case of third, it was the second. Effect of interest rate on investment demand as well as on consumptions is neutral or unbiased. So we are saying that the impact of interest rate I on investment and consumptions is neutral, or you can say that the unbiased. And the fourth and last assumption, we are taking that we are considering simple two sector closed economy. We are considering two sector closed economy. In circular flow of national income, we discussed that what is two sector, three sector, four sector, what is closed or open economy. So for the sake of simplicity, we just derive how the super multiplier formula, or how we can compute the impact of super multiplier, how it will change the income by multiple time. Initially we are saying that by national income identity, y is equals to c plus I, and here I just writing the investment by autonomous investment and induced investment. Basically that is equals to investment, just I disaggregated this. So IA is autonomous and IP is the induced. So now we just substitute the value of consumptions in equation 1. So now y will be equals to c. We already discussed in the consumption functions or consumption multiplier, c is equal to c naught plus beta y. For simplicity we are assuming that yd is equals to y, so again writing plus IA plus IP. If we solve for y, we get that y will be equals to IA over 1 minus beta minus gamma. But here IA I just made a mistake, and IP that is equals to I just overwrite it, correct it, IA, but here I have to write the induced investment that is equals to, let's gamma gamma I gamma I. So here that is equals to gamma I. Y is equals to IA or 1 minus beta minus gamma. So again beta is equal to MPC and gamma is equals to MB as marginal propensity to save. So we can use that this multiplier for the explanation of trade cycle. It also show that how the government can influence the level of economic activity. It also explain the process of income generation.